Sirius XM.
Hey, hey, hey!
And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live. Big show today. A lot of staff-related drama going on. Ron White in here. Ant had to go home sick. Big Cleveland show coming up. A lot of stuff going on today and this whole week. As a broadcasting note, we won't be missing any shows this week. So we'll be live in New York at our regular time, Monday through Thursday. So we'll be doing mornings then. On Friday, we will not be doing a live morning show. We will be broadcasting live from Cleveland in the afternoon instead. So, I mean, I know we're throwing together a little best of. Do you know what we're doing, Eric, on that Friday morning? Or is there anything special or anything worth of note?
Yeah, we're going to actually replay the last time we were in Cleveland.
Oh, perfect.
Which also includes, because this radio station was in a mall.
Yeah.
So we were broadcasting from the second floor of a mall, looking down at the people in the mall.
Mm-hmm. And
during the switchover from terrestrial to XM, we took Voss outside the mall to a diner down the street.
Perfect.
And he did his diner tour.
I love the diner tours and the Starbucks tour, we called it. So that should be good. That'll be on Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon on this very channel here, the Opie and Anthony channel, starting at 3 p.m., will be the show live from Cleveland. So that's going to be very fun and exciting. But before then, we do have to play What Did You Learn on the Opie and Anthony show. So call me now, 866-WOW1WOW. 866-969-1969, and tell me what you learned today on the Opie and Anthony show. For instance, today I learned that if you are indeed a dickhead, Ron White will fire you. That's what I learned on the Opie and Anthony show today.
I learned that you cannot shit on Ron White's bus.
That's right. That was something that was first approached on Friday, I think, and then reinforced by the man himself, Ron White, who was a great guest today on the show. Do
you want to ask him?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Ron White, though, was great, because he was like, he's this guy, he was very honest. And a lot of times, Jim was talking about some of the people that shit on the blue-collar comedians as if they're not legitimate guys. But we saw Ron White in here, and he's just a dude who's talking about what's going on. And you know how you can tell? Because he didn't get flustered, and he didn't change anything when he found out he wasn't on the air. Like, he was talking to us, not realizing he was on the air. And then when he found out that we were indeed on the air, he didn't change anything. He just threw headphones on. He goes, oh, all right, here we go. He's just an honest guy. Intern Jeff Spicoli. You've gained a reputation around here as being quite the space cadet.
That's right.
Very Jeff Spicoli-ish. For instance... What Anthony went home sick today with a cold because he seemed like he was feverish and everything.
Yeah.
So what does intern Jeff Spicoli do just now? What's the first mic he goes for and headphones? Anthony's. Anthony's.
Good call.
You didn't think that maybe it's too late now.
Ah, crap.
Enjoy it.
Well, if I'm not here, you know why. So
you can probably call us and tell us too, right?
Yes. So what did I learn? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
That
yes, Jeff Spicoli.
Hospitals will give out Percocet for having a scratch.
Way to go! Way to go! That's a legit
Good?
one.
All right.
Eric, you got to give it to him.
Yeah, he paid attention for the first 10 minutes. Good for you.
How come the interns, I think, they pay a little more attention when it's E-Rock bashing?
No, that's just your perspective.
Well, Jeff Spicoli has never gotten a proper What Did You Learn?
I'm doing better. I got one last week.
Which one?
Because while I was in there, Sal was here and he had to do phones, so of course he heard it then.
Yeah,
right. Well, what is he doing when he's not doing phones?
I think he just wanders through life.
He just spaces out. He does his own show in his head.
You want the sweeper?
Yeah, let's get the sweeper.
Here comes. What did we learn? What did we learn?
Shane in the Bronx, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show?
Sam, my friend, I've learned that Ron White has fuck you money.
He absolutely does. The guy can do whatever he wants. I mean, and related to that, I learned that E-Rock is about to have a movie theater in his backyard, but Ron White has an airplane, which I think, I think that trumps backyard movie theater, Eric.
What if he got a movie theater in the airplane?
Then that would even trump you even more, I think.
I think that's my next goal.
To get a plane with a movie theater in
Correct.
it? All right. You could just get a plane with a flat screen. I don't know if you need a whole theater. What did you learn? That's what we're playing here on After Opie and Anthony Live. Jim in New Hampshire. What did you learn on the show?
That Opie hasn't seen any of Ron White's stand-up acts because he was known that he got busted for weed.
Yeah, but but he was able to bring that out in Ron, and we got the story anyway, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's in Ron's act. It's not like it's something that he keeps hidden from the public.
Well, it wasn't a scam. We got it. It's also on Wikipedia. It's not hidden. Jim, like you know what you're talking about. What's this? Matt in Cleveland. Matt, you going to the big Cleveland broadcast when we get there on Friday?
Hey, Sam.
How you doing?
I just called Hard Rock, and they said the doors don't open until 3:30, and I believe you go on at 3, don't you, bud?
Yeah, is that true?
Oh, I hope that's true.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead and call them.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, Eric, can you call somebody and find out if that's true or not?
We'll find out.
Otherwise, because the deal with the Hard Rock Cafe Cleveland show that we're doing, everybody in Cleveland should show up at the Hard Rock. It's first come, first serve. The show starts at 3 o'clock because they have me doing a pre-show at 3 p.m. So from 3 to 4 p.m., I'll be doing whatever it's going to be called before Opie and Anthony Live, if you will. If the doors don't open until 3:30, what am I going to be doing in there? Just talking to you in an empty room? Eric's checking in on that.
I'm checking in on it.
Yeah. Chris, in New Jersey, what did you learn?
I learned today that Chip has an oddly proportioned cock.
4 inches by 4 inches is nothing that Chip should be bragging about. I also learned that Roland is a puppet for the libs today, just pushing forth that agenda. Did you find out, Eric?
We're checking on it.
Oh, my God.
It's going to take a little bit.
Oh, no, that is not good. Jason in New York, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show?
I'm actually in Australia. Your call screen is a cunt.
Oh, my God, you again. What did you learn?
Yeah, I learned Troy brings the thunder.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot in common. He brings the thunder.
Mm-hmm.
He's extreme like me,
Mm-hmm.
and we both had sex with Monica.
Okay, thank you, Jason. I had no idea that any of that came up on the show today. Although, Eric,
yeah,
Troy did start taking some weird shots at you today. He kind of took it past. We were talking in the first hour. Check the replay if you didn't hear it. But basically, we started getting on Eric's case. Roland's case was the second hour, but the first hour we started getting on Eric's case because he did his obnoxious, annoying, look at me, pay attention to me, vague tweets because he went to the hospital for a scratch. Now, I was kind of going after you for the vagueness of your tweets and all that stuff, which, I mean, has always bothered me. I've never made any secret about that. Troy, when he was brought in here, he kind of out of nowhere turned it around to be smashing you for being lazy again.
It's been that way for how long now? Just who cares?
He completely he brought out the elements.
Troy has some animosity
towards you.
Yeah, and it is what it is.
Why
Fine.
is that?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't hugged enough. I don't know.
Tony, you're on After Opie and Anthony Live.
See you Friday, Sam.
I'll see you Friday, Tony.
Hey, what I learned today was if you need to stop smoking pot, you've got to get medical marijuana.
That's right. We learned that from Ron White today, that he smokes medical marijuana to get over street marijuana. And it's doing the trick.
I have an update if you want.
Yeah, I badly want.
For Cleveland, we are double checking, but they're well aware that we're doing the pre-show.
Yeah.
So what we were told, doors will be open at 2 o'clock. We're double checking on it, but 2 o'clock. Sam's doing the pre-show at 3, O&A live at 4.
So don't listen to these dopey callers who feed us bad information. Show up there early, because like we said, it's first come, first serve. It's only a couple hundred people, right, that fit into this Hard Rock.
Yeah, we'll squeeze as many in.
Yeah, make sure you get there early. And like we said, girls, we need you because we need to do the gym game. The are you on your period or are you not on your period smelling of the pits. We're not soliciting beforehand for that. So we're going to try to find girls on the scene to play the period armpit game. So if you're on your period or you're not, because we'll need both, show up to Cleveland. I'll make sure. You have the Sam Roberts guarantee, which is worth gold. I'll make sure that you get into the Hard Rock, and you'll get up on the stage and have your armpit sniffed. It's a dream come true for every little girl. Tim in Oklahoma, you're on After Opie and Anthony Live.
Today I learned that Anthony gets the sniffles and he goes home, but E-Rock damn near gets his face ripped off by a board with nails in it, shows up to work. I love you, Rock. You're my hero.
Thank you, sir.
You're becoming a hero with the fans. I don't know if they saw the picture that Jim tweeted out, but it really was not an injury worth going to the emergency room for.
It was that night.
I don't think so.
Well, that's your problem.
It's not a problem. I don't have any problem.
You do too have a problem.
Well, my problem is that you fucking can't just be like, oh, I just got smashed in the face by a board. Now I have to go to the emergency room. You have to be like, ooh, where do you think I am?
Now
ooh,
look,
what do you think wrong with me?
I've done this for how many years, and it has never changed.
Yeah, but you didn't do it on purpose before. Because you said you didn't realize you were doing it.
And now that I realize I'm doing it, why change it?
Because it's obnoxious and it's a negative quality.
Oh, well.
So why wouldn't you just say, oh, I didn't realize I was doing it?
So
I could make I could make a positive change in my life instead.
No, on Twitter, who gives a shit?
You do. You want Twitter followers. That's why you play this game.
Making a positive change.
If you didn't give a shit about Twitter, you wouldn't have made it into a little game for yourself.
About making a positive change.
You should make a positive change so more people enjoy what you're doing.
Nah, that's all right.
Murph in Georgia, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show?
Hey, Sam, I learned that Opie thinks that he's a tough guy.
Why is that?
He said he is. When E-Rock said, oh, you're such a tough guy, Opie said, yes, I am.
E-Rock, you were dishing it out a little more heavily to Opie today.
I think everybody got it equally.
You did, but I mean more heavily than you usually give it to Opie is what I'm more talking about. I think you definitely were better with the comebacks today, but this is what I'm talking about. See, you're starting to learn more that it's good to fight back and take your swings, but you're not stopping the behavior that starts this whole chain.
Nah, baby steps, Sam.
So you're gonna start by dealing with the consequences before you just realize you wouldn't have consequences to deal with. All right, I mean, baby steps are baby steps, and you did do a much better job today of firing back at people. I like when you make fun of Troy for skateboarding. Damien in Illinois.
I actually didn't bring that up, but okay.
No, yes, you did. Remember
you did.
Oh, well, you definitely took a shot. Damien in Illinois. Maybe it's because I wanted to hear you do it. What did you learn, Damien?
What's up, little boys?
How you doing?
I learned that when you compare tour buses, Ron White may have fuck you money, but Larry the Cable Guy has got fuck everybody money.
Larry the Cable Guy, you can make fun of him all you want. Number one,
$2.5 million bus.
He's got a $2.5 million bus. Number one, he is doing something that obviously a lot of people appreciate, even if you don't get it. And number two, he's got a $2.5 million bus. It extends out with a button in 2 spots. And Ron White, I loved him talking about it. He was just like, no, I just have like mine just extends out in 1 spot and it's no big deal. It's like, yeah, listen, Ron White, I think we would all be jealous if we saw your bus too. We just haven't been on Larry the Cable Guy's bus yet. This is a weird one. Nick in New Orleans, what did you learn?
Okay, I relearned that Michael Bublé has a speech impediment.
How'd you relearn that?
Well, before y'all came on the air, that was played.
Oh my God, Nick! In the 6 o'clock little filler.
Well, yeah, I listen every morning, and of course, Dr. Steve went into that, and I also learned that the welcome aboard guy said he got nervous when y'all tried to get him to say it on the mic.
You're the man for listening to the whole show, Nick. You get the prize today.
Every day, bud.
You're the man. Thank you, Nick. E-Rock, can we get a piece of that opener? Because the end piece with the Good Morning guy?
Yeah.
Because Troy produced a new opener for the show today. We've been cycling through the old openers for a little while Troy's been working on this new project. And a lot of people don't get to hear the openers. That's what some people don't understand, that a lot of people never hear the open to the show. they hear the jokes and everything. So you've all heard, I would hope by now, Ant and Jim and Opie, really, but Ant, I think, was the first to bring it to the table, making fun of the morning security guy, the good morning. You've at least heard him say, good morning, Monday morning. That's how the security guy greets us every single morning of our lives. So Troy, while he was making this new intro, actually got the good morning guy, and he got him you recorded him. This is him, right, Troy?
That's really him, yeah. He didn't... He was a little weird about doing it.
Was he?
I think he thought he was going to get in trouble, but I went to his boss and asked her, and she was okay with it.
Okay.
But then he got back there, and then he just seemed really nervous to doing it.
Well, he doesn't strike me as a broadcaster.
No, but he's been told millions of times, as he said, that he should be in radio because he's got a great voice.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Do you have the outtakes of him?
I do.
Can we play him?
Yeah, of course.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
We should burn him.
The only problem is I was doing it, but then I was trying to get him to kind of, how do you black it up a little bit?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You probably, if you were searching for a term to use there, you'd probably pick the worst one. But
Okay,
go ahead.
What term should I use?
No, you did it. Blacken up. I got it. We got it.
But you know what I mean? Like a little more like...
Right. I would say maybe urbanize it.
Is he really urban? I don't know.
I mean, I don't. You want him to black it up a little bit.
Black it up a little bit. Okay. So I was trying to sort of hint to that, and it's hard to really get him to kind of turn it on.
How'd you hint to it?
Well,
what did you say in that position? Because this security guy, he's this giant, somewhat slow-moving black man who's the overnight security guard.
He's really nice, though.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And he says good morning to everybody, to all of us.
Greets you with a smile.
Every morning, and he's always happy, and he's always got something to say, and he's a talker.
Yeah.
But, he has his idiosyncrasies, too.
Yeah.
But he's a giant of a man.
Yeah.
So he's not the type of guy who you want to be like, hey, Bobby, could you blacken it up a little bit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm painfully white, so it's hard for me to kind of...
So how did you tell him to blacken it up?
Well, I was just kind of like, give me a good morning. And he'd be like, all right, good morning. And he's like really pronouncing it. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, how about like a good morning?
Because you didn't want to sit there and say, can you say moaning?
Yeah, exactly.
But you saw this blowing up in your face potentially when he was like, good morning.
Well, I just don't want it to be,
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to do it like
Ant does it.
The way Ant does it is really the way he does it out there.
Yes.
It really is. So it's like I'm trying to get him to do that. And he's in the studio and I could tell he's shaking, he's a little nervous. And he wasn't feeling it. So
all right, let's hear how it turned out. This is a piece of the new intro.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Not enough of this.
It's funny.
It is.
That is really the guy, but he's very casual when he says it. He goes, good morning, welcome aboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I did my best.
It's a gallant effort.
I did the best I could at coaching.
It was, and it was a good idea, and it was well done. Oh, this is a good one. Suzanne in Long Island, what did you learn?
I learned that Erock keeps up with his immunizations properly.
Good job, Erock. You did. You didn't need a tetanus shot because you had already had one, didn't you?
Once a year.
That's right, because you never know when a board is going to fall on you.
Right.
But yeah, was it difficult to get the security guy to come in and do that? Did he know that we're kind of making fun of him when we do it?
Well, I didn't say that. I said that they brought it up on the air.
They goof on you almost every morning. They make fun of you. You know the friendly way you greet us? Yeah, they always make fun of that every morning.
I
on
worded
a giant
it
show.
a little bit differently.
Okay. So
I just said that it's come up on the air. They like the way that you greet them in the morning, and we're putting together a new intro for the show, and I'd like you to introduce the show, start off the show. And he was weird because he covered his mouth like, oh no, like what have I done type thing. And I was like, no, you got a great voice, man.
Just covered his mouth?
Yeah, he just got really weird. He's very very sort of shy.
Yeah, I mean, Travis has had conversations with him in the kitchen where he's just going on and on about the machine taking credit cards, but there's a fee. And so his theory was even when you don't have any money, they learn how to take your money. That's kind of one of his theories that he comes across.
Well, he's a weird guy because he does tuck in a napkin in his shirt.
Yeah, they brought that up on the air before. Do you know why he does that?
He shaves. Here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Does he do it with an electric razor?
I think so. And he sits out. Sometimes he sits out in the front Sometimes he'll move posts while there's nobody coming in, and he'll sit out there and he'll shave while he's sitting.
Not in the bathroom?
No.
In the front.
And he'll have the trash can, and he'll shave over the trash can.
That's so weird. Travis, what is your...
Let's be clear about something first. I don't have conversations with the guy in the kitchen. He babbles incessantly while I'm getting my coffee. He just starts talking to anybody that's in there, and I love the guy. He's great.
What has he said to you?
Well, he's told me that it's great now that these vending machines take credit cards, because now even if you don't have money, they take your money anyway. You don't even have to have money to buy something. Now you get the money.
You take your money.
And he just babbles and babbles and babbles.
A little Cosby-ish.
Yeah, but like a retarded Bill Cosby.
Yeah, like Bill Cosby, but without the wit.
You want me to get the outtakes?
And smarts.
Yeah, could you?
Oh, I would love to hear the
them,
outtakes.
and we'll hear them, yeah.
And then he just talks to other like security guards about like basketball, and like I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. I'm sure he's a basketball fan, but everything that comes out of his mouth is just idiotic.
You think so?
Yes, I know so.
But he talks about it like it's this major theory of his.
Oh yeah.
Can we get him to do an after show one day? Like maybe he just hosts it?
I don't think he'd be good.
That's the point.
Yeah.
And I think he's gone before the show comes
on. Oh yeah,
on.
he's like overnights.
We'll tell him that this is his big break, and he can have an hour, and just say like, what are some of your theories?
I think he'd just freeze up.
The way he did for Troy.
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
he comes in and goes, "Good morning."
Yeah. He doesn't know the brilliance that he's, emitting.
Hi everybody, good morning. Monday morning, welcome aboard.
Yeah, he'd just be regular guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I was watching basketball last night, good game, but a lot of them are.
Exactly.
And be like, what happened to the guy at the front desk? What happened to the magic that gets captured in the lobby of this
He's
building?
the best. One day I forgot my ID, and like real quick, because people don't know, if you forget your ID, you've got to be like inserted into the system, and then you get a guest pass just like everyone else.
Yeah, you have to be in the computer.
Yeah, and when you come up here and you've been in this building for years, I don't need the sticker that we put on the guest pass, because my ID is in it's in the office. I just forgot it. And he insists on giving me the sticker, like maybe I'm going to need it. And he's like, you never know, you might need the sticker. I'm like, nah, dude, my ID is in there.
Yeah.
It's fine. And he's like, nah, let me give you the sticker.
He won't accept
just
it.
let me get to work.
We take a couple of what did you learn while Troy is looking for that. Larry in Connecticut, what did you learn?
Good morning, Mr. Robert.
Good morning.
Well, what did I learn today? I think I have a new nickname for my genitals. Doug Century.
Doug Century. The new name for the century. Doug Century. Joel in Brooklyn, what did you learn?
Good morning, Mr. Roberts. How are you?
Good Monday morning.
Oh, Monday morning. I learned that Mr. Sam, although I do love you, want E-Rock to improve his tweets, but you can't improve your little Googling skills for the show.
Well, look.
What's up with that, Sam?
Here's the difference.
A little double standard.
No, Joel. I'll explain to you, Joel. This is the difference. With E-Rock, with Google, I don't give a shit. I take pride in it. I don't want to be faster at Google. I don't care. If Google is what I'm made fun of for the most, then I'm doing okay in life. I don't care about Google. I don't want to get better. I don't have any interest in getting better. I don't think it's something that is of value to my life. With Twitter and E-Rock loves Twitter. He loves followers. He loves app mentions. He loves the whole thing. He's giving shit away. He's get gluing. He's doing everything. He loves Twitter. It would benefit him greatly to not anger so many people. E-Rock, you can admit that. You love Twitter way more than I care about Google.
That's fair, yes.
That's it. Yeah, you like being on Twitter.
It's fun.
Right. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to improve E-Rock's Twitter game so he could be the best tweeter that he can be.
No, he just wants me to improve so it doesn't irritate Sam.
Well, and it does irritate me greatly.
You're taking it personally.
And I'm getting text. Not only am I getting app mentions, people are texting me while I'm trying to watch American Reunion, which wasn't that bad, actually.
It wasn't.
While I'm trying to watch American Reunion, I'm getting text messages from various Stangles saying, what's wrong with Eric? Nothing's wrong with Eric.
My chick asked me, she's like, oh my God, is Eric okay? It looks like he's in the hospital. I'm like, I have no idea if Eric's okay because he's not telling anyone.
It's coming into his home. It's coming into Travis's home. His wife is asking him while his child is there.
That was very nice of her.
She's your shitty, stupid games are invading our private lives, Eric. You have to stop.
I wasn't worried because I was playing tennis. I was off.
Well, Roland, you were not aware of Eric's problem
people-
because you went Twitter dark.
Yeah, rogue.
That's not what
He went as
rogue
dark
means.
as he can go. Dark. He suspended his account.
No,
it doesn't even exist anymore.
He but that's not what rogue means. He said rogue just now. While you guys were, he went rogue. That's not rogue.
Do you think he doesn't know the definition of rogue?
What does rogue mean? How is that rogue?
It means I'm gonna be at the 675 bar tonight, drinking with Troy Kwan.
That's right.
Are you gonna be there tonight?
DJing tonight.
You can
and DJing open house on Thursday here in the
What's
city.
open house?
It's a cool club down the Lower East Side.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it less relevant that Roland has no idea what the word rogue means. Like, even when Bob Kelly comes in here and he's like, I'm going to be a rogue cop, you're like, oh, that's like a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rogue is like, like on your own,
He
independent.
thinks it's a shade of red.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that?
No.
No.
It's rouge. It's on your own. Rogue means like you're independent. You're on your own. You're against the system.
Oh.
You're a
I'm not
one-man
rogue.
army.
I'm the rogue.
Yeah. If you were like on Twitter and going against the system and everybody was saying, Roland, you have to stop this. And you were like, no, I play by my own rules on Twitter. Like Eric is going rogue on Twitter because he's pissing everyone off. He's a rebel without a cause on that thing. You are a pussy. You're a Twitter pussy.
Scared.
There's a difference between being
You
rogue
ran away.
and being a pussy. You deleted your Twitter account
Yeah.
because people were picking up on your picture you tweeted out of Governor Chris
I
Christie.
know what you're talking about.
That's what you did.
I did not.
Are you bringing the Twitter account back?
No.
You have to.
You should. I mean, I really say, if you go to the Daily Mail, the giant England news publication, there's a picture of Chris Christie, why anyone in England cares about the governor of New Jersey.
But I have to say, Eric's tag and Obi's tag's on there too.
But the picture, it's just by itself, simply says, Chris Christie, copyright, Twitter, at Rolando's99.
I know who that guy is.
I love how excited Roland was when he first tweeted this picture out, and
It's
he was
2
like,
weeks ago.
yeah, I know, but you were like adding Opie and adding Eric,
yeah,
and news organizations and
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't add news organization. I just
Somebody did. Who? Maybe it was Eric.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Roland,
and now you're just running away.
He deleted his Twitter account because people kept replying him and kept replying to Chris Christie. He deleted his Facebook account for reasons that are still unknown to
I don't
me.
understand either.
You just wanted to get off the grid?
I asked him, and he tweeted back, "They're following me."
Paranoid.
He is so paranoid. He was called literally. I don't pick up the phone for almost anyone. I usually pick up the phone for Roland, but I may have to break that rule because he was calling me all weekend.
That's true.
With his Chris Christie bullshit.
That's true.
Sam, they tweeted me in Switzerland. They always on Switzerland TV. My friend in Iceland just said he saw me. This is bad, Sam. This is bad.
You got to start recording those.
I should.
You should. You
Just
should
like
put that on
recording
speakerphone and just
conversations.
record them.
Because he's so paranoid. He's like, last night he calls me. He's like, I just deleted my Facebook account too. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Got rid of my email.
I switched my name in my Facebook too.
And then he starts going, you don't think I can get fired though, do you? And I go, no, Roland, I've told you, nobody can fire you for tweeting a picture of Chris Christie asleep at a concert you were at. Yeah, but I mean, you don't know. Liam,
he fucked with my head.
Liam is a moron. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Plus, he fucks with people all the time.
I know.
That's all he does. He's an alcoholic. You know?
Roland's losing his mind.
Because, and this is your fault.
It's the diet.
Troy.
Why is this my fault?
You told Roland to get healthier.
I did.
And now Roland is on a diet.
And he's looking good, too.
Yeah,
mentally, he's not looking good.
Because you know why? Because Roland is incapable of dealing with any minimal amount of stress.
Right.
And it's even worse because he's also incapable of realizing that his actions have consequences.
Right.
Because he will say some stupid shit on the after show. He'll come on the air and say it, thinking nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening.
Right. I could take calls all day long, and Roland's going, nobody's listening. He goes to Springsteen, and people are like, hey, Roland, I hear you on the shit show. Nobody's listening. So he doesn't realize that when he tweets things out and when he says things on the air, that these actions have consequences.
I do shit.
And when people start holding him to what he says,
yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. Delete. And so he's got that kind of stress mentality.
He cuts off his underwear in the back room.
That's because of this reason, and it's your fault.
I will not take responsibility for that.
Well, you should, because what he was doing before was he would take the stress and he would cope with his stress in one of two ways. The first way
Booze.
was copious amounts of alcohol. Booze.
Deliciousness.
Yeah, he would just drink until he passed out every night of the week, and that's how he would deal with his stress. And he would get by his workday by just knowing, okay, soon enough, I'll be intoxicated, and then everything will be fine.
And pizza.
And that's the other option.
And bakeries.
And chicken cordon bleu.
Copious amounts
you
of
love
food.
that.
I love it. And, or pizza or like a nice dessert, like a big
Or
piece
beef.
of cake.
You love beef.
Steak, a nice, probably a 2-pound porterhouse.
You've just named every food. He would eat until he was about to explode. And those were the two ways of dealing with his stress. This diet that you've gotten into his head, he needs to do for his health.
You know that he needs to lose weight. You know that.
Yeah, but guess what? He's going to jump out a window.
No, he won't. He'll be fine. He's
not going to be
He's
fine.
going through withdrawal.
Okay, first of all, it's been 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I'm playing
Withdrawal's
tennis
over.
too.
He's playing tennis now.
Yeah, no, because he's going crazy dealing with the stress.
That's great. Look at him. He's looking good.
He deleted his Twitter. He deleted his Facebook. On Troy, we brought it up once. I'm going to confirm this. On 2 occasions, 2 separate occasions, Roland has sat in the back office, taken a pair of scissors, and cut off his underpants.
While he's wearing them.
While he's wearing them.
Yeah.
While they're on his body.
And to check him out.
You don't have to wave me off, Roland. I'm the only one in the office. And what am I going to file an HR complaint?
I need food.
That's what I'm saying. He cuts his underwear off, and then he starts dumping bottles of water on his head.
Yeah.
You don't do that?
No.
You don't dump bottles of water on your
No.
head. Eric, has Roland ever dumped a bottle of water on his head for no reason?
Many times.
Okay.
And then he walks around the hallway soaked. And everybody's like, what did you do? Why are you soaking
My
wet?
office is hot.
And then he says, my office is hot. This is what you've done to him because you've not allowed him to eat his treats and drink his booze.
And I played tennis for 2 hours on Saturday.
He's a grown-ass man. He can do whatever he feels fit. But he is looking good. He's starting to get in shape.
And
He's
my
starting to drop
sleep
weight.
apnea is gone.
Yeah, but guess what? Your waking life is a nightmare.
It's just a hump, dude. You'll get over it.
You got to find the medium. Now tell me this. When we're in Cleveland, are you going to be drinking?
Frank the Tank is coming out.
That's what I like to hear, Roland.
Yeah.
We're taking a little break. We're taking a little break, and we
We're
know.
going to take a 1-day break.
Troy knows, because Troy likes to keep himself in shape. But guess what happens on Fridays?
I haven't had a cheat day yet.
Right. Guess
So-
what happens on Fridays for Troy? Wendy's.
Yeah, I enjoy
He
it.
treats himself
Yeah.
because it's important.
There'll be a cape, and I'll be running around screaming.
In what? In the Cape?
Yeah, or the cheat that the Marriott provides.
You'll be running around your hotel.
Yes.
In a cape.
Yes.
Don't let us down in Cleveland.
What type of clothing will you be wearing? Huh?
Thong. Or shorts.
Well, make sure you pack your thong then.
No, I wear shorts.
Chris.
I've never been to
Oh,
Cleveland.
Chris was just about to call you the devil.
Why am I the devil?
Because you've convinced him to lead this quote-unquote healthy life where he's getting super paranoid. He's calling me all weekend. You've ruined my life. And
Thank you for taking my calls.
I will always take your calls, Roland.
Love you.
And he's cutting his underwear off with scissors.
It's just a hump. He's going to get over it, and he's going to start looking better. He's going to start feeling better.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm sleeping. Usually I used to wake up trying to catch my breath because of sleep apnea.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't happened in 3 weeks.
Good. He's looking good. Look at him. He's got a haircut. He's shaved.
I mean, you look better. There is a difference. I just wish that we could find some way to better channel your stress.
You know what? The tennis did, though.
Tennis did?
Yeah, because I had a lot of stress, and after I played, I was calm.
So you think maybe incorporating some exercise. Well, why don't...
I'm playing every week now.
Why don't you get whatever gym membership for downstairs?
I have one in my apartment.
But I'm saying that way you could take some of this stress that you have at work and just go downstairs and work out. And that way you wouldn't be cutting off your underwear with pairs of scissors.
Well, now in my apartment we have they put a tennis thing in the building for like a tennis wall.
But will you be able to hold out your stress from work till you get home to play tennis?
Yes, because
Or will you cut off your underwear?
No, I'm gonna hold out.
You will.
Yep. And once I play, I go, okay, I'm calm now. Because I know that does help.
So maybe last week, because we can start fresh now.
Just fresh.
So we'll say last week
was a wash.
Was crazy Roland week.
It was crazy.
We went a little crazy last week, didn't we?
Yeah, you pushed me.
I pushed you?
Yes. You're the puppet master.
I push you. You're not responsible for your own actions.
Eric? Yeah, he's a puppet master.
Oh, Eric's coming in.
He's coming. He's walking very slowly. It must be the jaw. I did not push you, Roland. There were multiple times where you did these things without me even looking, and I turned around and you've got a bottle of water on your head.
So that was the dark times because when you go from eating like shit for 30 odd years,
right, and
then you pump the brakes and you go, I got to eat good. It's a tough transition.
So we're done with Crazy Week, though.
I'm done. It was like Troy said. He said it's like detoxing.
It's a transitional period
because you're no dairy, no booze, no fried foods,
so
no desserts.
Last week,
it was the last of my hump.
Was when we get through the actual dietary and lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
This week, we keep those aspects and we start working on mental health.
And then my friend said, "Hey, you should play tennis because that's what relieved her." So like, I'll try. Then once I did it, boom.
You know what I would, if I were you, add on to the tennis? A lot of therapy. Seeing a therapist for multiple days a week.
I don't want to waste my money.
You're not going to do that. No. Troy, do you think Roland would benefit from seeing a therapist?
I mean, it doesn't hurt to talk to somebody.
I think you'd benefit from seeing a therapist.
I'd be bored.
I think honestly, as soon as he starts feeling better about himself, starts exercising, it'll change. Everything's going to change.
I hope so, because he's a psycho.
He is. He's just but, all the toxins and shit that are in his body.
But is that going to help him handle stress better?
Well,
he's not good with stress.
Well, he needs to learn how to manage his stress.
That's what a therapist would help him with.
So you manage your stress one of a couple ways. You know, he used to eat a lot of food. Now you can just work out and blow off the steam. And just go, fuck
just
it.
hitting the tennis balls hard and everything. It just relieved everything.
Now, what if you get to a place where you can take things in for what they are, so you don't have that aggressive, I want to
work at.
I guess
because every time you come in here, you're like, or you have to be on guard.
Not me. I mean, you got to really start adopting a sort of, for lack of a better term, you said blackening up. I would like to better say this, but like a who gives a fuck mentality type thing, and things become a lot easier.
Yeah, it helps.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I just had to get over the hump of the food.
I think so. I think that's gonna be tough. I mean, it was tough, but I think you're there.
Yeah, with the dairy and all that, because it was tough though with the food. Because people go, "Hey, come over. There's all this food." I'm like, I need it, but I know I can't have it.
But now you're more used to that.
Now I'm over that. That's the hump.
I love it. Dan in New York, you're on After Opie and Anthony Live. What did you learn on today's show?
I learned that Troy Kwan hates black people.
You hate black people, Troy?
Where did you get that from, Dan?
Well, you're talking smack about the door guy. Oh, I think he's a basketball fan, and doesn't talk black enough for me, Troy Kwan, with my fancy black name.
Is that a fancy black name?
He doesn't talk black enough for me. Well, you understand that Anthony impersonates him really well.
Really well. Perfectly.
Yeah. So how do you tell somebody properly what's the politically correct way?
Yeah.
He's a Jets fan.
To tell everybody hey, I need you to do it this way instead.
Yeah. I need you to not enunciate.
Right.
I need you to drop some of the letters in that word. Yeah. No, I know how it's properly pronounced. That's not how I want you to pronounce it.
It's not that I hate black people. I was just trying to get him to speak more
the way
jive.
You're not doing yourself any favors, but the way he normally speaks.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to get him to do something out of character.
It doesn't mean I hate a whole race of people because of it. That's a stupid thing to say, Dan.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Eazy-E?
Eazy-E's the fucking man.
And what color is he?
He's black.
There you go. How can you hate black people if you think Eazy-E is a motherfucking man?
Some of my all-time musical heroes are black, Dan. Go fuck yourself.
Troy's a dictionary of hip-hop, of all the music.
Yeah. Well, Troy brought in, like I said, we were talking about it a little earlier, he got the door guy who we've been imitating for so many weeks into the recording studio.
He loves the Jets.
He loves the Jets? That's good to know.
Jets.
He brought him into his recording studio, and we heard a clip of the intro. These are the outtakes.
This is the whole raw session
of you coaching him. So let's.
Unfortunately, I started rolling in the middle of it, but he was telling me how he was going through his resume of what places that he's worked where everybody's told him that he should be involved with radio.
Let's listen to a little bit of this.
Bell Atlantic and World Trade and
see, so you can already hear the difference in the voice.
Yeah,
you can hear that there is a definite. This is the voice we hear.
Yeah,
I used to hear it from even people, on the elevator, executives coming and going, say, you got a voice, radio voice, and the ladies would say I sound like this.
Radio. He would have said, but if you had said, can you say radio, he would have went, radio.
Radio.
It's one of Barry, Don, Cornelius, Barry White, and, those voices, I recognize as being deep voices, so I guess there was some truth to it. I said, okay. I told him, I said, I heard it, from time to time, but I just always took it as a compliment.
Very much so.
More or less,
And of course, women love like a nice.
So you have that nice soothing voice.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. So I'm gonna just.
By the way, did you hear Troy trying to get to the end of that conversation, and the guy just keeps going?
He doesn't want. He
loves
wants to keep. Well, he loves that. Finally, he's being recognized for. He thinks this is going to be his breakout moment.
I love him every morning. He goes, good morning. Start your morning. Get your coffee because you need your coffee. I'm like, yes, I do.
Just gonna roll.
Right.
And then I'm gonna have to do a couple different takes, and it's gonna sound a little weird because, when you record it, or like when we're here talking, you would say it one way, but.
When you're recording, you tend to try to feel what you're saying.
Right, you want to be a little bit more.
That's not what you were saying.
No,
he didn't. He didn't really get what you were saying there.
No, it's okay.
Like he kind of talked over your question to answer it, but it wasn't the answer.
Right.
Right.
Overly animated to come across a little bit more like.
You want to be hype, you mean hyper.
Exactly.
All right.
Like if I were to say to you right now, good morning.
See, yeah, that's cool. He was like, hyper. All right. Why couldn't you get more of that?
I don't know.
That's more Don Cornelius than what he was doing.
I know.
All right.
No.
He does have a voice.
He does. He's got a great voice.
He's got a great voice if he would use it.
Right.
That's what we need.
But when we're recording, I'd be like, good morning. Like a little bit more.
Yeah, you just want to be hype.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's do a good morning. Give me and then try to get up, a little bit, sit up straight.
Right.
And just try to give me like a nice good morning.
You're good at coaching.
I'm okay.
A lot of directions and stuff.
You gave Gervais a good thing too.
See, like if I were in there, I would have just been like, "Hey, can you say good morning?" And they would have been like, "Good morning." I would have been like,
There we go.
all right, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
I think. I guess that's why you're in there.
Good morning.
That's not
Let's
it.
try a little bit bigger. Good morning.
Good morning. Like I'm talking to somebody, right?
Yeah. How about good?
Like he just came to that. Like I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, that might be some inspiration you could draw from, as if there was a human being you were talking to. Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's try it. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's not how you said it.
Stretch out the good a little bit.
Oh, good.
Morning.
Okay, like real goody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. A little longer,
A
right?
little longer, like over.
This is better than the Michael Jordan tapes. This is better. Is it in you? Good morning.
Embellished.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That was perfect. Let's go a little bit that length, but a little bit more like powerful.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think
it's starting to get there.
Yeah. Good morning. Go almost like over the top.
Okay. Good morning.
Perfect. And let's do welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But it cracked. You went.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
It's too bad.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then, great. I got it. And then let's just do one. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but let's just try it. Well, the Opie and Anthony show.
The.
I'm always a professional. The.
Yeah. Hey, he's great. He's got an awesome voice.
Well,
yeah.
The opening's awesome.
Let's hear the clip now.
Gatorade, is it in you?
Oh no, that's not. No, let's hear the clip from the intro if you still have it.
I don't have that. Hang on.
Oh. He does sound like George. Let's hear the end of this then while Eric's queuing that up.
Opie and Anthony show.
The 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 Opie and Anthony show.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I mean he's not. He's just got a good voice. Doesn't know how to actually
execute.
Yeah.
I mean he's better with, and it seemed like very sort of typical words.
Yeah.
Short syllables. The words that come up a lot. Like I think like Opie kind of threw him for a loop.
Yeah. And we take it for granted because we are in front of microphones all day long, but. You know, somebody that's just sitting out there never has a chance to do this.
Right.
He was literally shaking. He was nervous that what he was doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he probably thinks it's like, it's his big break. You know?
Roland, there he is. There's Liam. There's the guy who's been ruining your life. Let's hear
I love
him
him
get
though.
in here.
If I would have done the same thing.
Liam, the talent booker for Sirius XM. You know what you've done to Roland? Do you know what you've done to Roland?
I think he removed his Twitter.
He because of you. Because of you. Yes.
Not really.
Yes,
though.
really.
No.
Because of you, he killed his Twitter. He killed his Facebook. He's calling me all weekend to talk about different Chris Christie stuff.
It's a little nerve-wracking. I can see where
How
he's
is it nerve-wracking?
I can see where he's a little nervous.
No, you see this, ladies and gentlemen? You hear what Liam is doing right now?
I'm just saying that Liam is brilliant for doing that. I would have done the
What
same
are you
thing.
talking about? No, this is true. This is exactly how I feel. If you read these articles, it's like some crazy Twitterer and some crazy person and some Twitter person, like they're all citing him without citing him.
But he did it.
Right.
He tweeted it out.
That's a problem.
Why? He fell asleep at a concert.
Because this guy is up to be the vice president of the United States
he
of
might
America.
not get it though. He might not get it though.
And guess what?
Mitt Romney might.
When Joe Biden was falling, or whoever it was falling asleep at the State of the Union address, they weren't like, "Fuck you, CNN, for filming me." They were like, "Well, he probably shouldn't have fallen asleep."
They're probably pretty pissed at CNN.
Yeah, but guess what? They knew they probably shouldn't have fallen asleep at the State of the Union.
Yeah, but CNN, you can't just shut down CNN. You can shut down Roland Campos. He's no one.
All right, so we won't get Chris Christie on this show after all.
No, it's not even that. It's like a personal inquisition to him, like him putting out things. And now there's this talk that he wasn't even sleeping. If you look at that photo, it lends credence to him just saying, "I was vibing, man. I was just really vibing." It doesn't look like he was sleeping.
His eyes were shut.
And that makes Roland a liar.
First of all, Roland wouldn't exactly be the first liar on Twitter. And second of all,
to defame or to face a public figure, a political public figure who runs an entire state.
Yes, because the one thing about public figures is they're never mocked. Jon Stewart has really had a tough go of it, hasn't he?
I'm just saying that. Well, that's Jon Stewart. There's a big. You know the difference between Jon Stewart and Roland.
If you're at Madison Square Garden and there's 18,000 people there, right?
Right.
And you see the governor of New Jersey stupid enough to fall asleep.
You take a picture and show your friends.
And tweet that shit out. Why not?
Because then they come looking for him.
For what?
He doesn't live in New Jersey.
For lying about a public figure.
You can lie about him all you want.
Not with a photo. That's slander. You can be sued over that.
No, you can't if you're a
you
public
can be sued
figure.
over Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
You cannot be sued.
You can be sued over tweets.
No, if you take the money.
No.
I didn't take the money.
No. You can be sued over tweets.
If you see him sleeping,
yeah,
and you take a picture,
it could be a civil suit. Sure.
There's no way he could sue him. It doesn't defame him at all.
It's a matter
defacing
of
his character.
He's sleeping.
And Christie cares about his Springsteen presence. He loves
you
Bruce,
can
and
sue
Bruce
him
hates him.
If Roland said yeah, and then he said Springsteen was gay, then Chris Christie could sue Roland. But if he said he fell asleep, but he didn't fall asleep,
so it's a lie.
Yes, he did. And second of all, it's not lying that's the problem. It's defaming. If I said Roland has a giant penis,
I don't.
Roland's not. I'm sorry to hear that, but it'll probably get bigger as you lose weight.
But please,
the pubis loses weight, so
true story.
It's better.
No, that is true.
But if I say like, "Oh, Roland was wearing a red shirt today," right? He's not going to sue me and say, "Wrong, I was wearing a blue shirt. You've defamed."
It's a little
me.
different.
No, it's not. Falling asleep at a concert is not a
Falling
defamation.
asleep at a concert where you're this huge supporter. It's publicly known.
All right, check it out. What's on MSNBC?
You did that.
Politics
you
now.
did that.
And you know what?
You did that.
You're so fucked, dude.
and Liam, you know what else? You're like this. I was going through news articles today, and even though he shut his Twitter account down, you go and you Google News it. Even if you Google image Chris Christie sleeping, the first picture that comes up is from the Daily Mail in England, in the United Kingdom.
It's gone global.
And under the picture, in little font, because they wanted to make sure that everybody got their proper credit, it says picture, and then a copyright sign. Copyright Twitter at Rolandos99. Right on the picture.
Roland, fire your shit back up.
But I will say this, though. Being a fat guy, like me, I had barbecue. And we went to go see McCartney. I had barbecue. And when in the arena ice is warm, I go, okay, I'm ready. And all of a sudden, I wake up. I'm like, I fell asleep again.
Yeah, he's at McCartney. McCartney is sound checking.
Exclusive, private.
Playing Let It Be.
Yeah. There's 20 people in the audience.
He's out fucking cold.
You know why? I'm fat. That's what happens to fat people. That's my fat thing.
Is he allowed to say Chris Christie's fat?
Yeah, I'm fat.
I guess.
That's not exactly defamation. The guy's
sure, but
700 pounds.
But the guy has publicly shown his support of Bruce. Bruce has publicly said, I don't like this guy. Stop using my music the way you do.
Well, guess
so
what?
this is a contentious subject to delve into
Then
already.
maybe he shouldn't be
and then
sleeping.
it's not, he wasn't sleeping.
He was sleeping,
No,
William.
it was a lie.
You believe everything they tell you, don't you?
No, I looked at the photo, I heard his argument, I heard Roland's side of it, and I said, that doesn't look like a dude who's sleeping.
And plus-
Sleeping, your head's down.
And plus, for Eric, though, my vision is bad.
It's not bad. He was sleeping.
But look,
I saw the photo.
Like I said, with fat people,
I think he wasn't sleeping.
Troy, you think Roland's fucked?
Yeah, he's fucked, dude.
I think it's a little tricky.
No, I'm just kidding. He is going to tweet for me that I'm DJing at 675 bar tonight.
Oh, good.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, but you don't have a Twitter anymore.
He said he's going to start it back up for that.
Oh, okay.
But not with you around.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, when you gain weight, I fell asleep at front row of 4 plays, movies, restaurants, everywhere.
Yeah.
Roland, you got to pick one defense or the other. That implies he was sleeping.
Yeah, I'm a fat guy. I sleep everywhere.
Chris in Wisconsin.
Hey, Liam,
Yeah.
are you an attorney?
No.
Then shut the fuck up. Where do you get off giving legal advice to anybody on the fucking radio?
Because this is a very it's a gray area, and I would err on the side of caution.
How do you know it's a gray area?
Sam?
Are you a fucking attorney?
No.
Are you going to represent him in court?
No, that's why I told him this to.
Wait, sir, wait, hold on the line.
You shut the fuck up.
I got a Blu-ray for him.
Chris, you just want a Blu-ray.
You got a Blu-ray. I love you.
Awesome.
Hold on.
He's even angry when he wins.
Look, there is no gray area here because this is not a real scandal.
Sure it is.
He said he was sleeping because his eyes were
It's
shut.
on CNN.
Because there's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. It's the fact that it's on the news. Wait for a tsunami,
Plus,
you asshole.
and this is Roland's worst case scenario.
What's people dead?
He lied. He said that. Worst case scenario for Roland is that he lied about a guy who did not actually fall asleep.
Okay, can you imagine Roland getting a phone call from some attorney in the middle of nowhere just saying, hey, I'm representing Governor Christie. You wrote something on the internet that's a lie about this huge political public figure. We need you to come down to our office to discuss this.
Then Roland should
you have to get a lawyer.
No, you don't. You know what you say? Fuck you. That's what you say. Because you say, you know what you just said?
That's not what you do.
That's exactly what you do.
That's not what you do.
Because you just said public figure.
Yeah.
He was in public.
He's in public. I can talk. What makes the difference between a public figure and a private figure is
like TMZ.
A public figures, it's a lot harder to invade their privacy.
I guess.
If somebody says some shit about me, I'm not going to say, hey, don't invade. I'm a public figure. You can do that.
Yeah, but if you were at the beach and you saw a picture of some celebrity walking down along the beach and you snap a shot, TMZ does, but TMZ has a team of attorneys to protect them from situations. You're Roland Campos. You're all by yourself.
There's no jurisdiction in
this
the
company
world.
is not going to support you if you
you
have
don't
an
need
issue.
the company.
This has nothing to do with the company.
Nobody
This
would
has nothing to do
sue.
with the company.
Nobody would sue because a fat governor, and he is fat, fell asleep.
And he did it not on work time.
He didn't. He fell asleep at a Springsteen concert like a dope, and he is a dope as well. And Roland tweeted out about it. And I think it's a lot more demoralizing and decharacterizing the fact that I just called him a fat dope than Roland said he fell asleep at Madison Square Garden. Because he is. If he's going to go on TV and call Roland a joker, then I'm going to go on this show and call him a big fat dope.
Wow.
Well, do I have like 30, 40 pounds left.
Yeah.
I do, man. I got a little power.
How would you feel if you got that phone call from some attorney just saying, hey, we need to talk to you about this situation?
Roland, if you do it, pick up that phone and be like, fuck you. That's what you do if they call you.
I go, Roland's not here. Roland's not here. Roland's not here.
I'm sure that's what he would do.
He would cancel his phone service.
I would.
They're calling me.
Some phone service would be canceled.
Yeah.
Plus, I need to
CV in Alabama. What's up, dude?
Well, I was kind of wondering, Sam, and first time called the show, brother. If Roland took a picture and Twittered Liam right now, would he get a
good sound legal advice caption, or would he get an ass kicked and Dish and they just shut the fuck up?
See what they're saying, Liam?
Well, I
guess
can't.
so.
I can't Twitter Liam because my account's down.
No, there is no. Ron can't tweet anything. This goes to the point. But Scott in Tallahassee.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I just want to let you know that song that you made famous all over America. We were at the FSU game this weekend, and one of the players used it as his walk-up song.
You see that, Liam? That's how much influence this show has. Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
The
I'm trying to
artist-
get her to call in.
She needs to call
They're
in.
a little nervous.
Who? Why? We
Her
made
people.
her famous.
Her people are a little nervous.
How are they nervous? We're the ones who broke her on this platform.
Oh.
And if you can tell that fucker Mikey Piff, if he thinks he's taking credit for it, he's dead wrong.
Okay, got it.
He's dead wrong.
I think they're a little nervous about the questions that Troy might ask her.
Troy's not allowed.
I met her.
Banned.
I met her
cool.
already.
Yeah, I know, but when I brought it up to her reps, they were like, I feel like it might get a little inappropriate with some of those guys
I don't think so.
that
No.
are affiliated with
Sam
the channel.
loves her.
I love
Sam is fine. I think they saw Troy and it was tattoos.
No, we
and he's
broke,
like,
we broke her on the show.
Troy's the one that brought her to
He'll be
Sam.
out of
Right,
here.
Bieber had nothing to do with this at all.
No, I broke her.
Oh, okay, got it.
Well,
the show broke her.
Thank you.
As far as radio play, you didn't hear her. I almost said that bitch, but I didn't. Because
Wow.
what if somebody's
See,
listening?
that's the problem.
We didn't hear her. This girl. We didn't hear her on the radio in a mainstream way until after Opie and Anthony Live broke her. Will you back me up on that, Troy?
Absolutely.
Hits
Absolutely.
one wasn't playing?
No. Hits was playing maybe once a day. Maybe once a day.
Because
Not
Troy
even.
asked Piff, did you hear that? He goes, who's that?
Yeah. No clue what was going on. No.
And the
I'm
listeners really like this music? I don't think
I am
so.
still
Play
getting
it for
tweets from playing this.
Oh, come on.
And this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me baby. And now I'm driving around in Jess's car, and she doesn't have Sirius XM.
Right.
So I'm forced to listen to the
Top
direct
40
that is
radio,
terrestrial radio.
Okay.
Z100 is playing this song.
It's surprising.
Where'd they get it from?
Top 40.
After Opie and Anthony
All
Live.
Access,
After Opie and Anthony
Justin
Live.
Bieber's record label.
After Opie and Anthony
Hearing it on
Live.
here,
That
Sirius
video
X1.
was out for months, dude. It wasn't until it came up on this show that
This
shit broke.
show.
I don't think
This
so.
show.
She came up here and did Hits 1 before she did anything.
Yeah, but
they didn't play her.
They weren't playing her.
Nobody was talking about her
weren't playing
until
her.
we played her on this show over and over
we
and over
told
again.
Piff, you're like, dude, you're fucking sleeping on
Yeah.
this shit.
Now
And
they're playing the shit out of her.
And guess what was playing that weekend after we
Yeah.
said that shit?
Hey.
Exactly. Thank you, Sam and I.
I need you to get Carly Rae Jepsen on this.
Troy
Okay,
Kwan
working
brought
on
her
it.
to the light.
That's
Everybody.
right. That's right. So she indirectly owes me everything of her career.
Look, I got
Wow.
a question for all you guys. What's the most important holiday?
Mother's Day.
That's right, Roland. Some people, like Liam, probably would have said Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe Troy would have said Valentine's Day. It is. Roland, you're right. It's Mother's Day. Do you love your mom? Well, you better make sure she knows it, and make sure all of the moms in your life know it. So what is the perfect gift? Well, Steven Singer's famous gold dip roses, of course. It's the perfect gift for your mom, your mother-in-law, or the mother of your children. A real long stem rose dipped in 24 karat pure gold. The gift lasts forever. It's only $69. $69. That's it. Steven Singer's real long stem rose comes shipped in a beautiful gift box with your own personalized Mother's Day card. It's a wonderful gift. Steven has special colors available only for Mother's Day. You can get violet pearl for admiration, peach, which means appreciation, and, of course, all gold, which symbolizes respect and eternal love. I don't know who decides what those colors mean, but apparently Steven Singer knows because he hasn't been wrong before. Listen, go to IHateStevenSinger.com, order now, and get free shipping. It's the perfect gift from the best jeweler in the country. Call 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER, or go to IHateStevenSinger.com and order your Mother's Day rose. What do you see, Liam?
It's number 3 most downloaded song on iTunes.
You're
Just
welcome.
announced on CNN.
You're welcome. Where does my cut come in?
I also have another question real quick.
Yes.
Because Liam is helping book Every Time I Die on the show, and
Yeah.
Opie was asking again today when they're coming on.
Well, they wanted to do last Friday, which we couldn't make work, so they're trying to find another day that they can be in the New York area.
And are they ready to do Call Me Maybe?
I don't think so.
They're going
I was
to.
talking this weekend. They're going to do a cool cover. They're not sure which one.
Yeah,
yet.
I don't think it's going to
What
be
the fuck
Carly.
are they not going to do that song for?
I don't know.
I think they go on the Bieber side of things.
Well, they're not coming on the after show then.
Wow.
That's for goddamn sure.
That's fine.
We get
The
Loverboy
show.
back on here. It's fine.
Could you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, we'll have more of this tomorrow. Ron and Fez are coming up next. Roland, don't jump off the ledge just yet.
Start your Twitter back up. Tweet that I'm DJing tonight at 675 bar.
We'll see you later. Goodbye, everybody.
The Opie and Anthony Show is now